Don Westfall, Dan McCarger back in downtown Mankato. You see the Mavericks there with a couple of tournament championship banners the last couple of seasons here in the WCHA. They are 2 games away from adding to that group and putting a third one up there. And in order to get that opportunity, they needed to win tonight, and they came out. And again, Dan, it wasn't by any means flashy. They didn't have the big shots on goal total that they've had the first 2 nights. But the Mavericks, especially when they got that first goal, you just kind of sent. You talked about it.
Yeah.
There was they felt more confident. They were at ease. They just played like they were going to win this one and control it throughout, which they did. And they never really gave the Lakers a big break and opportunity. And if there were a few shots that were on goal, Cole Huggins was a strong guy in the nets tonight.
Yeah, I thought he was, a big difference maker in the game, but I just felt it was a very workmanlike performance. The type of performance the Mavericks needed was to get a goal and then just show that this is over. You're not going to come back. Well, it was a long time before the Lakers got another shot after the first period. So I think they had 3 shots for almost 25 minutes of the hockey game. Well, you can't come back down a goal or 2 when you're not getting any opportunities whatsoever. So they were very good when they needed to be. They get to go on to the Final Four, and now they need to put together back-to-back victories next weekend if they want to make the NCAA tournament.
Before the game, Coach Hastings talked about the importance of the first goal, the first period, special teams of Mavericks, A's across the board tonight. And again, the first goal, and it was a power play tally indeed in the first period, so he kind of got all 3 taken care of as we move into the highlights. But a big goal early on for the Mavericks, and again, Brad McClure comes up big once again for the Mavericks tonight.
It's McClure with his 4th of the season from UC and Franklin right out front at 9:38 in the first period. And another look at it here. There's the shot and the rebound, and he puts it away from a dirty spot on the ice, and it's 1-0 Mavericks after 1 period of play. Move on to the second period. Right around the middle of the second period at 10:13 of the second period. It's Gervais along the wall to Bluger. He finds Casey Nelson wide open, and he buries it. 10-13, his 5th goal of the season, makes it 2-0 Mavericks. Then right away to start the third period, just 38 seconds in, Teddy Bluger will shoot and deflect it in off of one of the defenders from Gervais and Foguth at 38 seconds, make it 3-0. That's the final score right there. As you can see, goes in off the defender's stick to end any scoring in the game and really end any chance of the Lakers coming back. Look at the game summary. 3-0 the final score. 32-22 shots and goal. 2 of 5, 40% of the power play for the Mavericks. Both teams took 5 penalties, and the Mavericks win the faceoff easily, 43-25.
And some big milestones statistically here for the Mavericks tonight. Obviously, the fact that they get to 20 wins on the season, 4 consecutive seasons that Coach Hastings and the team has been able to do that. We talked about the fact that Bryce Gervais able with a couple of assists to get now into the century mark as far as points. And again, Cole Huggins tying the team's all-time record with his 10th shutout. That ties the record of his former teammate Stephon Williams. But a big night there for the Mavericks across the board. 20 wins for 4 consecutive seasons. That says a lot about the program.
Well, when the coach got here, you just felt they had put the right guy in the right position at the right time. And he's proven that to be the case. 20 victories, 4 years in a row. It hasn't happened at the school before. And to get to the Final Four the way they have now, it's just a different feel around this program. I think everybody in the entire community in Southern Minnesota very proud of Maverick hockey over the last 4 years, and they have every reason to be.
Mavericks again tonight, the 3-0 win. How did they get there? Our play of the game, it started all the way back. The Mavericks needed to find a way to get one past Gordon Dayfield, and they do, and that is our play of the game. Sponsored by J. Beal Top Floor, J. Beal Real Estate Group. They do the little things that make a big difference, and Brad McClure is indeed a difference maker this time of the year.
I don't get it, but there are just people who score when it's the big time, and he's a big-time scorer. There's just no way to argue anything other than that. Looking around college hockey, Bowling Green eliminates Bemidji State tonight. Quinnipiac had to go to Game 3, but they were able to down Cornell 6-3. They're in the tournament no matter what. BC over Vermont 4-3 in overtime, and it's Robert Morris over Bentley 6-2. And those are all the out-of-town scores. So here's what we look at coming up at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. Michigan Tech and Ferris State on one side of the bracket, and MSU and Bowling Green on the other side, and the winners will meet in the finals.
if the Mavericks want to put another banner up on the arena here, they're going to have to work pretty hard for it. Not that they didn't for the first two, but they're going against potentially some teams that, and they actually don't have the best of records against this season. In fact, whether there's some ties thrown in and some losses, Mavericks, while they're going to go in as the second seed, as the co-champion, they got a lot of work to do this weekend, and that's okay. If they want to move on, they're going to have to earn the championship.
Well, nothing's given to you. Yep. I mean, in this season especially, nothing is given to you. If the Mavericks make the NCAA tournament, it's going to be through their own hard work. They're going to have to down a very good Bowling Green team, and then I'm assuming they're going to have to down Michigan Tech, who has got a great record and might be in the tournament whether they win the tournament or not. So that's going to be a real good battle next weekend. I wish we were going to Grand Rapids to watch it, but we're not going to be able to do that. But you know, it's a tough task, but they're up to the task. I don't think there's any question they're good enough to get there.
Mavericks haven't made it easy on themselves all year, but they have risen to the occasion when they needed to, and they did again here tonight. Mavericks in an elimination game. As we close out our broadcast, they end up with the 3-0 win at Minnesota State Mankato over Lake Superior State as we close out our broadcast season this year. And again, on behalf of all the students at Bethany Lutheran College and Dan McCarger, myself, Don Westfall, we thank you for joining us for each and every one of our 20 broadcasts this year as the Mavericks move on in the WCHA Final Five tournament, and we look forward to bringing you another season of Maverick hockey. Next year, we will hope to see you sometime in October.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 starting move.
And we are live.
And we're back. Sneaking music.